Hey guys, everything new under the sun. I thought I would do a quick video about Jsnip4. If any of you guys are watching him, just to give an overview of who apparently I found out that he is and what he does, and is he a Christian? Is he not a Christian? And what does he believe about stuff? And so he's got this. So Jsnip, first of all, his name is Joe apparently. And he lives in Florida, and I forget exactly where. But anyways, he seems to be sort of a regular guy who started a YouTube channel, and he speaks largely about economic issues, and he's big into gold and silver, and he talks about prophecy. And Bible prophecy, but only when it suits him, because he doesn't appear to be a Christian himself. But I think his sister maybe is a Christian. I think I've watched enough of his videos to hear some of the background there. But I think he grew up Christian in some sort of Christian home, but he doesn't believe that anymore for whatever reason. So he has some interesting ideas and some good information on the economic conditions, but then he follows things like WebBot Report and Lindsey Williams, who would be considered a Christian, obviously, and some Bible prophecy stuff, but again only when it suits his particular talking points. So he's not really into real scripturally based prophetic news or information, but more of this fringe stuff, which appears to be talking about, the elite and the world government and the collapse of the economy and that sort of thing. And so for the Christian, I mean, if you're watching Jsnip, you need to be aware, that he is not a Christian. He's not super harsh anti-Christian, although he does have some very specific views about it when he does get into it, and he does get into it sometimes. And obviously I disagree with him when it comes to things related to God, but he just doesn't see or choose to see God happening, and he doesn't see or choose to see the Creator God in the world, in science, etc. He chooses to believe some of the research of man related to evolution, creation, and general religious things. And he seems jaded about all religions. He seems to think that all religions are bad. And technically, if you want to be technical, all religions are bad. Religion is man's attempt to get to God, whereas with Christianity, it's a personal relationship with Jesus, and there's nothing we can do to get close to God. Jesus did it all on the cross. He died for our sins about 2,000 years ago. And if you accept Jesus, the death of Jesus on the cross for your sin, as I did for mine, then you automatically have a relationship with him, and he accepts you into his family. And there's nothing that we can do. It's not by works that we have been saved, but by the grace of Jesus through his death on the cross. And but he does seem to be jaded that way. So if you're listening to him as a Christian, you need to be very wary that and watch out when he's talking about Lindsey Williams, for example, other Christian authors, that you just need to be aware of what he's saying. Kind of when he goes off his normal subjects of the economy and things, he can get out there into places where it's anti-Christian. Anyways, his website, this is his website, Realist News, is mainly about economic things, but it's apparently a forum, and it gets into things like UFOs and secret military things and giants found in Romania, which are all things kind of sort of half related to creation, evolution, specifically creation. And he gets into a lot of these fringe things, again, where maybe the world isn't telling you, the mainstream media isn't telling you the right information, and he's completely against mainstream media, obviously. But he seems to be fairly balanced. I will give him credit. He does seem to be fairly balanced on much of his news, where he doesn't get into rants about Christianity and the harms that religion specifically have done to the world, and the fighting that is sometimes caused by it. And there is some truth to it. Ultimately, though, Satan is the one to push forward and move forward the religions of the world, and creating them a spirit of fighting. And ultimately, if the faith doesn't have God as their God, the Creator God, I'm not talking about Allah, then it is then they worship an antichrist of sorts. And they are religions against God. If you're not for God, you're against God. And but anyways, so I'm not sure what the point of the website is. He's just got some forums there. But I just wanted to give some of the background information there and what I thought about him, because I did do a video speaking about him. But anyways, I'll put it out there. Let me know what you think of Jsnip4. Like, he seems like an honest guy. Yes, he's a little bit jaded about Christianity, but he does have some good knowledge on economic things, and very similar to kind of what I do. Although I'm obviously slanted more to the Bible prophecy side of things more specifically, but he does seem to follow it. So, anyways, from that point of view, from the economic point of view, he's interesting. But definitely when he gets onto religious things, he's sort of out of his wheelhouse. And so as a Christian, you need to take that with a grain of salt, especially when he talks about Lindsey Williams. And I'm not even sticking up for Lindsey Williams. He probably has his off the wall sorts of things as well. That's a video I did a video about Jsnip talking about Lindsey Williams and how Lindsey Williams agreed with me about end times Bible prophecy and the whole Trump situation there. But anyways, I'll leave it there, guys. I just want to put that out there. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.